Hi guys, welcome to my first Project 10 pan update, and to be honest this is probably going to be one of only two updates I'll be doing for this project pan, and the next one being sometime around the end of December, which will actually signify the end of this Project 10 pan. I have been doing quite well on some products, but of course there have been other products that I've not been doing very well on at all. Let's get started. The first product is this, and this is the Dream Pure BB Cream from Maybelline in the shade Light. This is one of the products that at the beginning of my project pan I was doing quite well with. I was using it quite a lot, but I have to say this is not something that I enjoy using, and I think it's just because I do prefer foundations and I do prefer higher coverage and something that is going to last all day, and for me this is just very lightweight. It is not really designed for something that you're going to wear all day under a full face of makeup. It's sort of the thing you'd put on if you just wanted a little something when you was popping out to the shops or something like that. It's not really something that I reach for very often. It's not something that I have been enjoying using, unfortunately, even though this isn't my project pan. Probably I will be giving this away to a friend at the end of this project pan if I've not decided that I can love it at all, which at the moment I don't think I really can. So not really being very successful there, but I did use it quite a lot at the beginning. On something I have been a little bit more successful with, and this is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. At the beginning of this project pan I did say I was going to try and pan both the bronzer and the blush, and I'm still going to stick to that, but the bronzer just seems to be, it is just like going on forever. I just cannot get to the pan, even though I've used this practically every day for the longest time. The blusher I've had a lot more success with. I did repress the blusher because it was just around the outer edges and it was starting to get very difficult to get my brush in there and get any product on the brush. Since I repressed it, I've been enjoying using it a lot more again. It repressed really well. The texture seems to still be pretty much as it was before, and even though it looks like there's a lot there, there's actually not a lot there. It's a very thin covering, so I actually probably will use that up quite soon, although I think there might be more there than perhaps I think. So I've really been enjoying that. That is in the shade St Lucia. Okay, another product I did have quite a lot of success using is my Natural Collection powder in the shade Cool, and I only had a tiny bit left of this just around the outer edges, and again it was starting to get really difficult to get my brush in there. So this is another project that project pan item that I did repress using my trusty isopropyl alcohol, and I don't think I did such a good job repressing this one. I think I put in too much alcohol. It took forever to dry out and the texture has now just gone really crumbly and really horrible. It might have something to do as well with the actual product itself. Maybe it's just not particularly well suited to being repressed, so I'm not enjoying it, but I only have the most tiny thin covering over the pan. There's not a lot there at all. I'm in two minds as to whether I'm even going to keep on trying to use this up, but since there's so little left I may do, or I may just leave it at that, but either way it's pretty much finished compared to where it was when I was starting to try and use that up. Two more products that I think are done are my mascaras. There's still product in there, but they are drying up and they're starting to flake on my lashes, so it's a real pain whenever I wear them because I kind of get the specks of black mascara on my face that I kind of have to try and get rid of throughout the day, so it's really annoying, and I think I'm probably done with these. I have already opened up a new mascara that I'm starting to use, so I'm going to say they're done. Another item I'm quite pleased with my progress on is this Benefit Hair Glossiness Lip Gloss. I've made some good progress on this. There wasn't a whole amount of product in here when I began, but there's definitely a lot less in here now, and this is a really easy product to use. I use it when I'm at work. It's quick and easy to apply, it's quick and easy to reapply, so I've definitely been doing well with this one. Something else I've still been reaching for is the Avon Colortrend non-retractable lipstick. This is something that is quite difficult to tell how much I've used because it is non-retractable, so I can't twist it up and then twist it back down. But yeah, I don't think there's a ton of product. In fact, I think it might only be up to there, so I can kind of see the shadow of the product in the light. So I think I'm doing quite well with this one. It is just a wearable product for the kind of everyday use. It's not amazing, but I do like it. It is something that I've been reaching for quite a lot. Another project pan item, as are all of these in fact, is my $1 Billion Brows Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Blonde. I use this every day. It's really good. It has lasted me for ages. I don't want it to dry up on me before I've got the chance to use at least most of it, if not all of it. So I'm keeping on working through this, and I do think the consistency is starting to dry up a little bit more compared to how it was in the beginning. It was quite a wet formula in the beginning, but nevertheless, it's still working really well for me, and I think there's still some life in it after all. Some more items here. It's from this Fun Box, from this W7 Fun Box, which is just a really random thing I picked up somewhere at some point. I was trying to pan this eyeshadow here, and I also thought at some point I would probably include this white eyeshadow here that I've been using quite a lot as a brow bone highlight and as an inner corner highlight. So I'll probably say I'll include them both as one project pan item, but to be fair, I'm only really making tangible progress on this one here. The pan has definitely got a lot bigger, and I do like to use this to contour in my crease with. And it's a nice colour just to kind of blend out any eyeshadow with as well, so quite happy with my progress on that one too. Last item in my project hem pan is this Topshop Eye Gleam in the shade Bronze. These kind of cream eyeshadows can dry up so quickly, so it's really important that you do try and use them once you've opened them. I think the texture is drying up. It's not as creamy and as blendable as it ought to be, so I'm just continuing to work through it. I do reach for this from time to time. Probably not going to use this one up anytime soon, certainly not by the end of December anyway, but my aim for all of these products wasn't necessarily to use them up from beginning to end. It was to include them in my daily makeup rotation as much as possible and to try and get some wear out of them, because they were products that I noticed were kind of getting forgotten about and pushed to one side. So if I'm getting some use out of them, I'm kind of happy at that. There is a way you can kind of try to improve the texture of dried up cream eyeshadows. I think there are several ways. One involves putting it in a microwave. I might look into doing that and see if I can revive it a little bit. Kind of a little bit apprehensive about putting glass in the microwave. I'm not sure how it works. I'll look into it, and if it's something I try and if it's something that's successful, I can always report back to you and let you know how I get on with that. So yeah, that is my little project hem pan update. I'm not doing amazingly well, but you know, it is my first attempt. I'm still really learning how it all works. I'm still really learning how to be successful at this. And also I have picked up some new makeup items recently. I have said all year that around Christmas time and before Christmas there are some really good items that you can usually pick up for a discount, free gift with purchases, things like that. So I've been planning all year to pick up some new makeup at this time. So I have now got some new makeup in my rotation, and obviously I am starting to reach for some of that stuff more than I'm reaching for some of this, but nevertheless I'm still making an effort to use that stuff, and I have pretty much used some of it up, so I'm happy. I think that's it for this video. Do let me know how you're getting on with your project pans. It seems like everyone's doing so well, and I don't really feel like I'm doing that well, but like I say, it is my first attempt. But anyway, I need to keep on getting inspired and picking up advice and tips from more experienced project planners, or even people who are just starting out. So let me know if you've got a project pan video that I can watch, and just if you have a YouTube channel at all, feel free to let me know and I will go and check it out, because I really like finding news channels that I can subscribe to and enjoy. So thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day wherever you are and whatever you're doing, and I hope to see you again soon, hopefully with my finished 6 before Christmas update and lots of other videos that I've got planned to do. Bye for now.